The Canes closed out our hypothetical playoff series that we put them through, and they looked playoff ready doing it last night. First of all, let's set the context, right? The Canes looked playoff ready, but they weren't playing a playoff team. They were playing Chicago, who's at the bottom of their division, so take that with a grain of salt.
Bottom of the NHL.
Trying to be a little polite over here. They were guests in our house, Dennis.
Calling it what it is.
As soon as they leave, slam the door. They stink.
Not wrong.
They had Connor Bedard, though he had been hurt, so maybe they wouldn't be dead last with a full Bedard.
Oh, just next to last.
Yeah, Connor Bedard is so good. He's the difference between dead last and second to last. All right. Context has been set. We put the gauntlet down, right? We laid out the challenge. If you've been listening to the show, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I'll recap it for everyone else. We put a hypothetical, mythical playoff series in front of the Canes. Before the New Jersey game, which was 5 games ago, I said, let's treat these next 7 like a playoff series. They went up 1-0. They go to Dallas, a hard-fought loss on the road. They go to 1-1. Bing, bong, boom. Wrap it up last night. They win 4-1 in our mythical playoff series. That's what I was looking for, right? You're looking for the things that might trip you up in a playoff series that wouldn't trip you up in a regular season, right? Going on a 3-game losing streak in the regular season stinks. But if you reel off 8 straight after it, everybody forgets. You go on a 3-game losing streak in the playoffs, you have to go on a winning streak or else it's a wrap. They beat Chicago 6-3. They were ahead big. They gave up some late goals. It was, I don't think, ever really in doubt. They did crawl within, 5-3 at one point in time, but it still felt like the Canes were in control. Here's Sebastian Aho, team leader, obviously, with his thoughts on the 6-3 win against the Blackhawks.
Yeah, solid win. I mean, just through the lineup, up and through the lineup, it was pretty solid. Good start. Obviously, good lead there, and that was pretty much the game.
11 of the 12 forwards had a point or more. It's only the second time that's happened since they became the Carolina Hurricanes and moved to town. That's pretty darn good. Stefan Nason, what are you doing? 11 of the 12 forwards are going to get a point.
He had a big goal against Vegas. Yeah, give him a little slack here.
I'm just saying, it was like, I don't know, for those of you that have ever surfed or boogie boarded or body surfed, when there's a party wave and everyone catches it and you're the one person that doesn't get it and you just have to watch everyone else ride, it's, yeah, that was cool, guys. I'll catch the next one. It's not as fun. It's not as fun solo out there. They started hot with the bunting goal early on. Spencer Martin played well in just his 3rd start for the Canes. I was just talking with Adam Gold in the shifting of when we were trading in and out of the studio. Spencer Martin was on his show, by the way. We'll play some clips from that coming up later on. I wasn't sure Spencer Martin was going to be on the Canes for more than a week when they claimed him off waivers originally.
I don't think he thought he was going to be here for more than a week.
They had a back-to-back coming up. I was like, he's going to start one of those games, and then either at or during the All-Star break, they'll put him back on waivers, and that's it. It's almost a month later. He just won back-to-back starts on the road at Vegas and then at home against Chicago. Here's Spencer Martin on, first of all, finally getting to play in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, it's a great feeling, but I still feel like I have a lot to prove, and just really enjoying playing with these guys, and we'll keep going.
I say this as a compliment to Spencer Martin. I don't think anything gets that guy excited. He seems like the kind with the resting heart rate of 4. And then when he gets really excited, it spikes to 7. Right?
Maybe 5.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah.
But if there's a trait you want out of a goaltender, that's probably not a bad one to have.
No, that's what I'm saying. I say that as a compliment.
Yeah.
I say that as a compliment. Somebody can, that's a packed house that, by the way, appreciates him, right? I say this about the Canes fan base all the time. They understand what's going on, right? They don't show up going let's root on some sports ball. They get what's going on. They know what Spencer Martin has been through. They know how difficult that is. That was a packed house against a major market opponent that doesn't come through very often, and they were jacked up and excited for him, and he was like, let's make some stops. What'd you say? They're going to have a 5-on-3? Is that what's going on here? Appreciate it, Jarvis. And then he's, all right, let's just stop the puck. He's just one of those resting heart rate guys. Svech to Aho for the goal was nasty. Both the Svech setup and the execution by Aho coming around from underneath and doing that little hesitation, recognizing the wraparound wasn't going to be there, going top shelf. Great play. Let's give Dennis. I know you like to clap for people in the producer's room.
Yeah,
Let's clap for Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Clap it up. Scored his first goal in 2 months. And I mean, if you're
literally 2 months, by the way.
If you know exactly, it was December 19th, and then he scored on February 19th. If you're like a defenseman that likes to mix it up on the offensive end, 2 months can feel like forever. He's a forward that's kind of paid to score. That had to feel like forever. Here's Kotkaniemi after the game on keeping his focus during that goal drought.
Yeah, I think just try to think more like a simple way. The little things. Not. I feel the goal's gonna come. Just as long as you work hard and do the simple things right.
And we could go on. Martinook scored an empty netter. We could go on. Nature scored an unassisted. We could go on. But I say all of that to say this: third straight win. Good wins too, right? Good wins. Looked the part, acted the part. Against the bad teams, you were significantly better. Against a good team, you controlled the game. Good wins. I'm comfortable saying they're back to playing the level of play they were playing right before the All-Star break. They had won 3 straight games going into the All-Star break. They were all good wins. They were all very Canes-like wins. Defense was playing well, opportunistic on offense. They were playing 3 straight really good games going into the All-Star break. And the concern going into any All-Star break is what? You're going to lose your rhythm, right? Oh, the momentum's going to fall. You're not going to be playing the same level when you come out on the other side of the break. Well, guess what? They weren't playing the same level as they came out of the break. There was a little momentum fall, and they've had to build their way up, and I'm now officially saying they're back. It took them however long it's been since the All-Star break to get back to where they were, but now they're there. Now, can you build on that so you're peaking going into the postseason? Because I'll say it like I always do. This team can't prove anything to me in the regular season. It's all about the postseason. We also have to have a quick conversation on Connor Bedard. Yesterday, going into the game, right here on this show, I said we're going to find out if he has that unteachable thing, right? That thing where you sense a moment, that thing's where you're like, hey, guess what? It's my first time in PNC. This is a hockey town, passionate fans. I'm going to give him a show. Even though he has a team of essentially AHLers around him. They're beat up. They don't have the team they designed to have on the ice because of injury. And even the team they designed to have on the ice probably isn't a top-flight NHL club. But Bedard still had some moments. The assist, the goal that was taken away might have been the prettiest of the bunch. Here's Sebastian Aho with his impressions of Connor Bedard.
Yeah, he's quick. Yeah, very quick, skilled. Obviously, already knew that he has elite release and all that. But yeah, he's for sure going to be a very good player for a long time in this league. And, yeah.
I also love that Aho showed him some things.
Yeah, the reverse hit he put on him. Was like, oh.
The reverse check was pretty like this is man strength, which. It's good to remind a 18-year-old when he gets to the league that, you got to put on some poundage. And then also just I think Aho's goal was very much like, this is how veterans do it.
Yeah.
It's not, watch this, kid, which, Bedard responded. Like I said, he's got that thing, that story for everyone in attendance. You're going to talk about the first time he came to PNC as he's a very good player, if not a great player in this league for the next 15 years. So enjoy it. Congrats to him on a good game. Congrats to the Canes on the win. I literally said it's kind of the Crosby thing.
Yeah.
Where I was like, the Crosby thing is even when the Canes win 4-2, Crosby has 2 goals and everyone leaves going like, my favorite team won, but I got to see the greatness of Crosby. Well, if you don't take away the goal, that's Canes win 6-3. Bedard gets 2 points and another highlight.
3 actually. He had 2 assists.
Oh, he has 2 assists.
Yeah,
I missed one.
Yeah, 1 goal, 2 assists yesterday.
3 points.
Yeah.
So it's 6-3. He contributed to all 3 goals. It's the thing. It's that whatever it is. It's poise, moxie, whatever you want to call it. It is. It's he's good.